Have you ever pulled into a full hookup site and things were not the way you expected? You want to see how I check a site? Stick around and I'll show you. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper. This is a channel about Jill and me, our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of work camper stuff. If you're a work camper or you're dreaming to become a work camper, you should subscribe. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. This week, we're talking about how to check out a full hookup site. Get it ready for the next campers. Come on, let's go outside and check on Steve. That's right, Steve. Let me explain it. 35% of the work that you'll do at a campground for the outside position be lawn care, mowing, weed eating, taking care of flowers. The mowing and the weed eating is the hardest thing because the campers are around, they're in their sites, and you gotta mow and weed eat around their stuff. This is how I do it. The first thing I do is I turn on my favorite channel and I watch the weatherman. Hey, I'm Carl, the weatherman. And I have no clue what the weather's gonna do this weekend. Nothing, nada. So if you really wanna know, poke your head out the window and check for yourself. Then I go over to the office and I ask the girls for a departure and arrivals list. Jill, where's my list? Come on now. You ain't working anyway. There it is. So from the list, I try to take care of the ones that are departing. As they depart, I try to clean up their site. And the ones that are arriving, I try to clean up before they get here. And that would be normally, sometimes, mostly, between Monday and Thursday. It all depends. Our goal is to have the campground looking really, really good, no later than Friday check-ins. All campgrounds are not created equal. However, most of the utilities are always the same. You have 50, 30, and 20 amp electric, Wi-Fi, cable, frost-free faucets, or if not frost-free, you got some kind of water supply, and sewer. So that's pretty much the same thing with all campgrounds. You might find a little difference here and there, but for the most part, they're all created equal. You may have different requirements on how you check your sites before the guests arrive, but today I just wanted to tell you how I take care of a full hookup RV site before the next guest arrives. Now the things I'm telling you may or may not be in this exact order, and yours may not either, but I just wanted to cover the things that I check. First and foremost, fire pits. Now what I do is I get my cart and my little wagon and my shovel and my buckets, and I drive from site to site. And I stop at the fire pits that need to be serviced or need to be cleaned up, and I clean up the fire pits. Which brings up a good point, my words of wisdom. They are not a trash can. This is a trash can. And for that matter, this is a cigarette butt. That's where cigarette butts go. Not in the fire pit. That's my words of wisdom. I sure wish people could get my point. Help me out. Spread the word. Then I drive from one site to the next and finish up all the fire pits. Get them all done at one time. I go out and I dump my wagon and I'm done with it. Then I go back and start checking sites. Like weeds and grass growing up around the pedestals, growing up around the post, growing up around the frost-free, or even growing up around the sewer. So we take a little organic grass killer and we spray it, kill it. But it's organic, so it's safe for pets. I check the sewer count and make sure it's on. Two reasons. One, if we have a little bit of a flood here and the water gets up too high, it'll backflush into our sewer system, and we don't want that to happen. The other thing is, you want to keep it covered. Keep that smell from coming out because, you know, there's no trout in your sewer system. And the last but not least thing is we once found a 2x4 stuffed down our sewer drain. Now, I'm not sure if that was an accident or somebody just being a little bit malicious. Then I check the post that holds the cable connector. Make sure that the wire's tight and snug to the post, and make sure the receptacle is okay, that it's not worn out on the inside from a lot of use. Like this one I'm holding in my hand. Seriously, woodchucking again? I'm sick and tired of these woodchucks. Now this is not a commercial for Geico. Geico did not sponsor this video in any way. Geico didn't even give me any money. I think all the money went to those two squirrels. Chipmunks. Then I checked the water supply, whether it's a frost-free or a regular old faucet, make sure it doesn't leak and it turns off well and everything's okay. And check all the breakers. Flick them off, flick them back on. Make sure they snap when you turn them on and off. And then when you're done, turn them all off. And make changes as necessary. You may have to replace a breaker. And ensure the picnic table's in good repair. Make sure the boards aren't loose or you got splinters sticking up. Somebody's butt's gonna be on the seat. Just remember that. Make repairs or replace whatever's necessary. Like this picnic table. We had to replace the seat. Jill looked at it and said, my butt's not gonna slide across that seat. So she replaced the whole thing. Check out Jill, she got some skill. I give the site a general walkthrough, checking out any sticks or leaves or anything that makes the site look a little trashy, to include trash and cigarette butts. Remember what I said about trash and cigarette butts. You know where that goes, right? Help me out. Do the right thing. And occasionally we have to repair or replace signage, like these arrows that indicate where your site is, or how fast you could drive, or watch for children, or private property, or you're under video surveillance. You gotta be careful about that. And the amenities of the park. Traffic signs like stop and go to the office and register. And did I say, watch out for children? And speed limit signs, 5 miles per hour. In some cases, it's 5.5. Some campgrounds. Now, even though you're checking these things, sometimes there's always issues. Just seems like there always are. But the good thing is, you get paid for doing the things that you do. So that's how I check a full hookup site prior to the next guest's arrival, whether it's a weekend or a weekday. That way they show up, they'll have a great weekend, everything will work, and you won't get one of those crazy calls in the middle of the night. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm over here at Site 23 and I'll have electric. My cable ain't working. I know it's 2 a.m. in the morning, but I just got here and I don't have stuff and I'm a patron. I paid good money for this site. I need something to happen. Okay, you'll be here tomorrow at 9? All right, thanks, bye. So, if you do it a little bit different, or if you have something that you want to share or let me know on some of your tricks of the trade, leave me a comment down below in the comment section. I always love to read a few comments. What do you want, girl? Oh my Lord, when did you get here?
There's some good stuff, Dave.
Yes, it is.
I'm in the bottom.
Yeah.
I told you.
I'm gonna try one. That's William from Camper Life. Well, that's my story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye. See you later.